And wouldn't you know, I forgot to charge the battery on my GoPro. So, I come back and got the old camera. I walk back to camp. I don't know how good this will pick up. Don't know if I can do 2-camera video or not. We'll see. Alright, what is it with batteries this morning? Batteries in this camera just died. Just luckily had some more in my pocket. Alright, this is what it looks like inside my little pop-up blind here. I really wanted to get in my tree this morning, but that wind is just too much. See back over that way. The advantage of this blind is you can get out of the weather. Disadvantage is hard to see. That's where I figure I'll see one down that way if I see one. Between 6:30 and 7 o'clock this morning. I sit here another hour, maybe 2 hours. See what happens. And I don't know if you can see down there, but no, you can't see down there. Got me a bottle of coffee and some jerky, so I'm good for a few hours. Well, that's enough of that sitting. Right after I turned the camera off, about 10 minutes later, a deer ran right there, right across. And it was going pretty quick. I couldn't see if it was a buck or a doe or what it was. I don't know what spooked it. I may have got a picture of it. My trail camera's down here. I'll go get the card, and I brought my laptop with me, so we'll look at that in a little bit. If anything interesting, I'll show that to you. It's been a strange year. I put that out last weekend, and it's almost all still there. Yep, there's a track right there. You can see that, a running track. And that's where it came from, where that one ran out this morning. There's a camera on that tree right there, and it's set to video, so we should get a picture of whatever it was. It was a deer, but there's a few tracks there. See that track where he hit and running right there? Now, had I been in my tree, I probably could have seen him a whole lot better. But no excuses, right? Alright, I'm going to pull this camera card and then we're going to walk around a few minutes. Alright, let's check the feeder out over here. It's on the opposite side. I didn't hear it go off this morning. And there's nothing on the ground. Which tells me the battery's probably dead. But that's okay, I've got another one. That one's only been there since October, or actually September. So it lasted pretty good. Oh, we're in the sun right. Hope this is not boring y'all too much. Be an idea. You can see in that tree, that's my tree stand where I wanted to be this morning. There's the pop-up in those bushes. That's where the deer ran across, which I can see perfect from the tree. And the feeder's back over here. But here we go, walking through this dead wood. I'm gonna go up to camp, check out this card, fix me something hot to eat, and we'll try it again this afternoon. Anything interesting happens, I'll tell you all about it. 25 videos on that card when I pulled out that camera in a week's time. No deer, all birds. And about the time I saw that one this morning, there was a blur, and then the video started. That deer was moving pretty fast. So back at the cabin, I want to show y'all what high living is. I am warming me some Dinty Moore beef stew. It's in the low 40s and the wind's blowing like crazy, so it's cold. So I'm going to eat, get warmed up, then I'm going to go down to the swamp and see what's in there. Maybe something in there, maybe not. And I'll show y'all model my new camo hat. You like that? I like it. I think it's cool. And the GoPro is on the charger. By the time I get ready to go down there, it'll be charged. I think y'all seen most of the hunting camp, but you hadn't seen that part down there, so we'll go down there after a while. Alright, getting down into the swampy area here. Got the GoPro charged back up. Excuse me. Not really worried about making any noise. Cousin just came back from down this direction. Didn't see anything all morning. Nobody's been down this trail in a while. It's a little thick. And that's the swampy area. It opens up a little bit back in there, but I'm not going to get down there. I don't feel like crawling through the brush. But this is some of what we deal with too, how thick it is in here. So we'll go back this way. It's a property line there. This has been a real odd year to hunt. Just something doesn't seem right. We got all kind of tracks and see a few deer, and then for 3 or 4 weeks we don't see anything. I don't know what it is. And it's not just here, it's all over this part of the country from what I hear, so who knows. Alright, I'm going to wander back around this way. If I see anything interesting, I'll turn this back on. And while I wasn't doing nothing, painting the cabin door made me sort of a almost redneck hillbilly Florida cracker camo. That paint is supposed to be tan. That's what it said on the can. Maybe it'll dry tan. I don't know, what do you think? Looks alright to me. Well, I'll tell you what, this is battery changing day. Just changed the one in the feeder, and it put a new battery in, tested it, works just fine. So we've had batteries down and everything. Why not this? Why not the camera? So I'll change these, and I may have found why I'm not seeing any deer over here, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. Alright, let's try it now. I hit the camera button. Can you see that? That would be coyote poop. And there's a very, very fresh pile somewhere right in here. That is a good possibility. If they got scent of a coyote, we know there've been some around here. Maybe that's got them chased off. Oh well, trust me, there's another pile up here somewhere. But it's break time. Everything's got batteries, everything's running. So I'm going to rest a few minutes. There it is right there. Very fresh. All right. It's nice and sunny. Looks like it's warm, but it's not. See, this wind's still howling. Maybe it'll lay down before this afternoon. I'm gonna put on all the clothes I brought with me and get in that tree this evening. So I'll show you a picture from up there later on. Well, a slight change of plans. This wind is not going to stop. So this guy's not going to hunt this afternoon. So I'm going to move in on his spot. A food plot full of turnips. I think I showed this one before. That's a pretty spot. But the one thing it's got is somewhere I can stay out of the wind. Alright, there's stairs, and I better put this camera down. Now, look at this. You talk about a nice little spot here. Nice house. Carpet everywhere. See what it looks like from sitting in the shooting chair. See all that? Now, we'll sit here till dark. Y'all wish me luck. Anything happens, I'll show you. Well, folks, we're down to just about out of light. It'll go quick once that sun goes down. It's almost down. It's over the trees. Unless something miraculous happens, this is probably going to be a goose egg. I'm going to sit here until total last light where I can't see anything. But at that, I'll say thank you for hunting with me today. Hope I didn't bore you. I'll tell you what, I'll edit out the boring stuff. How about that? Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. And if something miraculous does happen, I'll be sure to tag it on the end here. Bye.